snow alert is still in effect for Lankenau and Shield Halls.
And the Brower Museum has finally reopened.
Snowy conditions persist here in Valparaiso on our live look right now, but will it remain snowy all weekend? I'll have the full forecast coming up.
We have that and more. This edition of 15 News at 5 starts right now. Thank you for joining us on 15 News at 5. I'm Tabitha Bartoe.
And I'm Keaton Lewis.
The university has issued a boil water advisory for Lankenau and Shield Hall after a water main broke on the corner of Campus Drive North and Campus Drive South near Shield Hall. Lankenau Hall lost most of its water for the day on Tuesday as the university repaired the water main break. After fixing this, they issued a boil water advisory to ensure the safety of all the students, and according to the CDC, students should either drink bottled water or boil their tap water for over 3 minutes before consuming it. Be sure to check your email for more updates as the situation develops.
The Brower Museum of Art has reopened on campus, allowing for students, staff, and visitors to enjoy a newly updated look at the collection present in Valpo's archives. The Brower Museum is home to a nationally acclaimed collection of more than 5,000 works of art from the mid-19th century to the present. It also houses the largest known collection of works by Junius Sloan, a Hudson River School painter who lived and worked in the Midwest. Other points of focus within the collection include worldly religious art and Midwestern regional art. The collection is condensed into 7 galleries comprising of paintings, sculptures, drawings, prints, and photographs. Famous artists showcased in the museum include Georgia O'Keeffe, Andy Warhol, and Ansel Adams. The museum was shut down for a brief period of time in the wake of both the COVID pandemic and the retirement of its curator, Greg Hertzlebe. The university has been pushing to reopen this hidden gem and has hired on Jonathan Canning as the new curator and museum director. The museum will be open Wednesday 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Thursday through Saturday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission to the museum is free, but donations are welcome.
Well, if you've seen the snow falling around Valpo's campus and outside right now, you know the holidays are near, and so are the Valpo holiday festivities. Each year, Valpo invites the students and the local community around Valparaiso to come together on campus to celebrate the holidays. This year, the annual tree lighting event will take place on Tuesday, November 29th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the Har Union. And as always, special guest Santa and Mrs. Claus will be there with hot chocolate, cookies, and of course to take pictures. And following that, the Yule Fest will take place at 7 p.m. in the Chapel of the Resurrection. This is free and open to the public as the Valpo community and the Loose Band perform some holiday favorites. Christmas Vespers will occur on Friday, December 2nd, starting at 7:30 p.m. and on December 3rd, starting at 5 p.m. This is where the Valpo arts all come together to put on a show and bring the Christmas spirit to life on campus. You can purchase tickets through the Valparaiso University Center of the Arts box office while they last.
We have 15 weather Sebastian Zieniewicz in the studio. So Sebastian, what's the latest with the forecast?
Well, Keaton, we do have some slight snow flurries still persisting here in the Valparaiso area. Taking a look at our live look right now, flurries are still coming down. That's actually one of our main headlines for this week. We will have a cold to end week, breezy on Friday, winds still remain a factor, and then it will be slightly warmer over Thanksgiving break. Currently now in Valparaiso, it is 31 degrees with some light snow flurries. Winds out of the west-southwest at 17 miles per hour will still remain a little gusty. Taking a look at our current temperatures right now, 31 degrees in Valparaiso, slightly warmer down here off to the southwest, 35 in Peoria, 36 in Springfield, 27 up in Waterloo as well. And then moving on into the radar here, we do have a system of snow showers that's moving into Valparaiso right now, all the way up through Kalamazoo. And we also have some wind gusts remaining a factor, 17 miles per hour in Valparaiso, 21 in Lansing. So for tonight's forecast, 23 degrees, snow will continue to fall down. And then as we move into tomorrow's forecast, we will experience some sunny skies and slightly warmer temperatures as well.
Thanks, Sebastian. I know it's a little chilly outside, Keaton, but I am really enjoying those cooler temperatures and the snow, of course, heading its way. After the break, we'll take a look at national stories where Swifties were in an uproar this week.
In an update on Jay Leno's tragic accident, stick with us.
In a world where entertainment is at risk, one man is given a mission, but he is about to face his biggest challenge yet. He will race against the clock and open doors to new possibilities that will save weekends as we know it.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for free movies.
Oh, I'll help you with that.
Just go to movies.valpo.edu. They have all the best movies, including The Hobbit and 22 Jump Street.
Whoa, it's that easy?
It's that easy.
Grab some popcorn, grab some buddies, and watch movies.valpo.edu's great selection.
NATO leaders are working with Poland to determine the origin of missiles that hit near a town that borders Ukraine. 2 people were reportedly killed, but Russia's defense ministry says they have nothing to do with this. A spokesperson for the U.S. State Department saying they can't confirm the strike in Poland, the NATO country now calling on its allies for support. Jen Sullivan breaks down the reported attack and explains how global leaders are reacting.
Plumes of smoke fill the sky in the town of Przewidów, Poland, where 2 possible missiles landed, killing at least 2 people. It's unclear where these projectiles came from, but this town borders Ukraine and happened roughly at the same time Russia launched its biggest wave of missile attacks on Ukrainian cities in more than a month, leaving some to question whether Russia played a role.
Today happened what we warned about a long time ago. This terror is not limited to our national borders. It has spread to the territory of Moldova, and today, Russian missiles hit Poland.
Russia's defense ministry denies their involvement, but the possible attack has many global leaders on edge. A NATO official saying, "We are looking into these reports and closely coordinating with our ally Poland." The U.S. echoing a similar sentiment.
We agreed to support Poland's investigation into the explosion in rural Poland near the Ukrainian border, and I'm going to make sure we figure out exactly what happened.
The Pentagon saying the U.S. would defend its NATO ally.
We will defend every inch of NATO territory.
I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Taylor Swift fans were ready for it. Pre-sale tickets for the musician's new tour began Tuesday, but fans have reported Ticketmaster's website crashing or freezing during the purchase. There were also complaints about the website not loading or allowing people to access tickets despite having a pre-sale code. Ticketmaster said there has been an unprecedented demand for tickets and later announced today that there were over 14 million people waiting for those tickets. The company denied the website being down, and it urged verified pre-sale fans to log in through the link they received via text instead of the main homepage. The Eras Tour kicks off March 18th in Arizona.
Comedian Jay Leno is recovering from burns after a gasoline fire. The former Tonight Show host told Variety he was working on one of his vehicles in his garage when it burst into flames and burned him. The 72-year-old told the magazine that he's okay and needs a week or 2 to recover. People magazine reports organizers of an event Sunday at the Financial Brand Forum conference in Las Vegas said Leno canceled an appearance due to a medical emergency. He's reportedly being treated at Grossman Burn Center in Los Angeles.
Coming up after the break, Sebastian Zieniewicz will have your full forecast.
And we'll take a look at this past week's Valpo sports. Stick with us.
Well, I think that's all we need. Thank you so much for coming in. We'll be in touch.
Okay, this is it. Just shake his hand and walk out with your head held high. Don't mess this up.
Thank you. Nailed it.
Don't let a bad handshake get in the way of getting the job you want. Find out more at the Career Center.
What is passion? At Valpo, it's something that pours out of us uncontrollably. It's a late-night shot of caffeine, cramming for finals, a jam session with friends. It sees deep into space, turns big stuff into small potatoes, floats boats, and floods the senses. Passion is alive. It has a heartbeat, and it lives in you. How do we know? Because at Valpo, passion is who we are.
And good evening, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with our current weather headlines. So we do have those light snow flurries that are continuing to fall down here in Valparaiso. It's going to be a cold weekend still, with those wind chills still a big factor. And then we will have a big warm-up for next week over Thanksgiving break. So look forward to that. Taking a look at our current temperatures right now in our area, 31 degrees right here in Valparaiso, slightly warmer down off to the west, 34 degrees in Joliet, and then taking a look here in South Bend, 30 degrees, and up in Benton Harbor, 33 degrees. Then taking a look at some national temperatures, we have a big pocket of cooler air up in Billings and in Bismarck, 17 and 13 degrees compared to what we're seeing here in the Chicago area, 32 degrees, and then look down here in Miami, 76 degrees still, 62 in San Francisco, and 66 in Los Angeles. Taking a live look right now, snow continues to affect Valparaiso as we speak. That will continue to remain a factor for at least tonight. We will get a little bit of break from the snow here and there, but taking a look at wind chills, also a big factor. 19 degrees in Valparaiso, 20 in South Bend. We do have a slightly cooler pocket of wind chill air here, 16 degrees in Coldwater, but for the most part, most of us will remain in the upper teens to lower 20s as we go throughout the rest of this evening. Taking a look at our future temperatures, this is tomorrow at 8 a.m., 26 degrees in Valparaiso. Most of us will remain in the 20s, 30 degrees along the lakefront up here in Benton Harbor. Then as we go through Friday evening, we are remaining in the 20s, not too much of a change. And then as we dip down into Saturday morning, we will see a slight dip down into 11 degrees into the lower teens we could see. So definitely going to want your jackets for the wind chills. Taking a look at our current winter weather alerts, we do have a winter storm warning over Grand Rapids as well as a winter weather advisory. So that large area of snow there definitely causing some problems. Taking a look at radar here, there's the line of snow showers that's continuing to affect Valparaiso all the way up into South Bend and up into central parts of Michigan in Kalamazoo as well. We could see some spotty showers of snow up there in down east in Mansfield, Ohio, and Toledo as well. And taking a look at our future radar, here is where we could expect some breaks from the snow showers. This is Friday morning. Rensselaer could see a brief snow shower or two. Increase of cloud cover Friday evening with some snow up to the northwest. And then northeast, excuse me. Then we will experience an increase of cloud cover into Saturday as well. Taking a look at our future snowfall, We will experience around 1/10 of an inch in Valparaiso. Big snow showers up there in the northeast as well. Wind gusts also remain a factor, staying mostly in the upper 30s. So for tonight's forecast, 23 degrees with some snow flurries. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast here, a big warm up ahead with snow continuing to move out of the area as we continue to go into Monday and Tuesday.
Well, that is very chilly. If you see Saturday, I'm kind of glad we're going home for break before it gets too cold. How about you?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have the heater on in my car on my way home, for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Sebastian. After this break, we'll have all the updates of your Valpo sports. This past week was filled with uncertainty and excitement as National Signing Day for student athletes took place across the country. Many high school seniors plan on playing in the NCAA regardless of whether they sign with D1, D2, or D3 institutions. Valpo received a plethora of commits for our D1 sports, all of whom signed a National Letter of Intent, or NLIs. Valpo's women's soccer and swimming each are welcome 6 incoming freshmen, while men's basketball is receiving 3 new commits. Each team within Valpo Athletics either has or will sign more freshmen as the year progresses. New classes of freshmen not only bring in new talent, but also bring relief to teams that find themselves very senior heavy.
Speaking of the NCAA, Valpo Athletics continues to show its dominance in both in and out of competition. The Beacons recorded a 93% graduation success rate, or GSR. The NCAA releases the report on an annual basis to determine the program's academic successes per sport. Men's golf and swimming and women's volleyball, tennis, swimming, softball, golf, and bowling all received perfect scores in their assessments. Way to use your head, Beacons.
There was a slight blunder this past Friday as Valparaiso University's very own Beacon the dog accidentally ran into a bystander at the women's volleyball game against the Bradley Braves. There are no life-threatening injuries reported at this time. No one was hurt, but reports say that Beacon retreated to his doghouse out of embarrassment. Don't worry, Beacon, we've all been there.
Women's basketball fought valiantly today in their first loss of the season to Eastern Illinois University. The Beacons started off strong in the opening minutes, piecing together a 16-6 lead over the Panthers courtesy of sophomore Olivia Sims and fifth-year senior Elise Pitts' three-point shooting and gritty play in the paint. Freshman Alice Saunders continued to showcase her talent by nailing a three-pointer after Valpo went on a scoreless 5-minute drought in the second quarter. The freshman guard continued her dominance by sailing past 2 EIU defenders to finish off a layup that gave the Beacons a 36-35 lead at the half. The older talent were the stars of the second half, with senior guard Olivia Brown and junior guard / forward Leah Ernest being a dual threat both behind the three-point line and in the paint. Brown went 4 for 7 on three-pointers, and Ernest recorded her second double-double this season and fourth career double-double. As the weather gets colder and snowier, it's always a good idea to go warm up in the Arc and cheer on your beacons while you are there. Each athletic event almost always has giveaways, half-court shoot shot contests, and guess that song, and all games are free to enter for students with a valid one card. So make sure you go for the games and stay for the giveaways. Go Valpo.
We have a lot going on in our Valpo sports this year. I mean, especially with all those freshmen coming up, we got a great amount of players coming in.
Absolutely. I totally
And of course, if we have to mention national sports, with all the snowfall coming in, the Buffalo Bills just moved their game to Detroit.
Right.
Incredible. And so coming up after the break, Sebastian Zieniewicz will have a final look at your 7-day forecast.
VUTV, your campus, your story.
Well, we have a nice 7-day forecast coming up. Starts off a little chilly in the upper 20s, but we do get at least a break from the snow. Big warm up next week, Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday's going to be our warmest day, 47 degrees, with mostly sunny skies, so it actually looks pretty nice. Nice little break from the snow, big warm up. I guess those are two positive factors every once in a while, but I guess you got to have the snow at some times.
Thanks, Sebastian. Hey, I have a question for you. This one came in from a viewer. Who or what are you most thankful for this year?
That's a very good question. I'm mostly thankful for my family who I spend time with every single day. That's the main thing that I am thankful for every single year, and nothing can beat that for me.
Very cool. How about you, Keaton?
I have a lot to be thankful for. I'm not just thankful for my family, but everyone that has been there for me, including all you guys here in the VUTV department, all my professors, my fellow students. I would say that would be my most thankfulness, yeah.
And I guess I would say I'm also thankful for my friends, my family. I also got to throw out my dog Bobo there. He's been keeping me with the stress relief from senior year. And I have to say that I'm thankful for all you guys here at VUTV, people who are on air, people who are off air in the control room. You guys have been so incredible over the past couple years that I've been here. And my time is coming to a close, so I'm really thankful for everybody who's involved. So thank you guys. If you have a question for us, send it our way on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and we might answer it for you. You can send screenshots of forums, questions you've been asked, or questions that you may have yourself.
From all of us at VUTV, thank you for joining us this evening, and we'll see you after Thanksgiving break.